Hello, my name is James Blackwell and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to show you guys an easy compost recipe so that you can compost at home with the compost bin you made after watching the last video. You dig?
Alright, so basically you're going to need two things, greens and browns. Greens are nitrogen-rich organic materials, so if you go out into the garden and you pick some leaves, those are going to be green, you know what I'm saying, closer to being alive. That's your greens, as well as kitchen waste. And then you can see we got other things you can compost, paper towels and cardboard products, so that's some egg carton there. The only thing to watch out for, in my opinion, is stuff with a lot of ink on it. So this is all stuff that's basically ink-free, or maybe just a little bit of black ink. The paper products are technically browns, carbon-rich, but I just mix all this stuff up into this thing, and then once it's filled up, take it out to a bin here. So let's walk over to our newest bin. We got some leaves and compost in there. Don't worry about that. All we're going to do is first dump in the greens. Alright. Just kind of spread these out a little bit, make a nice layer. Okay. Now all we need to do is cover these in browns, and the browns are going to be things like dried leaves or straw is good. You can see I was using straw for this one. I don't have any straw, but we do have some leaves here in the back. I'm going to go collect some leaves. Let's put them in here. Alright. Pretty scientific. Alright, so we got some leaves here, and the way that I do it is I'm basically just going to cover that up. That's it. There's all sorts of different ratios people talk about, the most common being 25 parts carbon-rich brown to 1 part greens. I don't really pay too much attention to that. When I hear a ratio like 25 to 1, that just means to me that you're not going to overdo it on the browns. So if you're worried about doing too much, too little, aim for too much on the brown side. Alright, so now that is completely covered there. And then we're going to add the key ingredient that I think is helping this stuff go really quickly. And that is soil from digging the beds. And the thing about the soil is that there's a whole bunch of microscopic organisms that live in the top, I don't know, 8 inches of the soil, I think. So what I do is I just completely make another layer that's just completely of dirt. You don't have to use that much dirt. You can just kind of sprinkle it on the top, and that'll get some of those microorganisms working their way down into the browns and the greens to help compost that quicker, but I'm just actually going to cover it up completely. So what I've learned is that a pitchfork is really an essential garden tool. Makes this a lot easier. Alright, so now I got that covered up in a layer of dirt, and the thing about the compost is that you want to keep it wet. So the general recommendation is the consistency of like a wet sponge, but as you can see, this dirt's already pretty wet. The greens were soaking wet. I put a lot of tea leaves and spent coffee grounds, so a lot of water goes into that, and then the browns were just wet leaves anyways, and we're getting some rain, so I'm not going to worry too much about it and just let nature run its course. Okay?
So that's basically all you need to know. Greens, kitchen waste, weeds, that type of thing. Cover them up in a layer of browns, put some dirt on top, keep it wet. And that's composting in a nutshell, and then it'll turn into some
nice organic material here that you can mix right up into your beds. And I'm getting pretty stoked to do that year. Getting ready for next year. Learned a lot. Getting excited. Alright. Take it easy.